Okay, all right. So obviously, tough game for us right there. Didn't make enough plays to win, and give Washington credit. They finished the game off and won. So for us, obviously a short week. We got to kind of go back to work here. It's kind of Wednesday in our world, so we're already behind trying to get ready for Thursday. But certainly there's some things in here we got to take a look at and we got to clean up. That cost us the game, and really in a situation where they were able to make plays and we weren't. So. It's really not a lot to say other than that. I mean, we know what the mistakes are. We all saw them out there, and we got to do a better job of coaching it, and we got to do a better job of executing it on the field. So, for us, that's kind of where we're at. What do we got?
The guy like Darius Slade, who you count on to be that top cover guy week in, week out. How surprised are you with some of his struggles, not just in this game, but through the season?
I think it's a team game. I think everybody's out there trying to do everything they can. Slay, certainly, he works really hard. He's given us everything he can, too, and we got to have a better complementary play. It's got to be everybody working together. So he makes a lot of plays for us. He does a lot of great things for us, and certainly from that aspect of it, he takes a lot of tough duty on and goes every single week and tries to do the best he can with it. So that aspect of it, we just all got to do better.
Matt, did you take over defensive play calling?
Again, like I've said before, I have a lot of different roles on game day, and certainly from that standpoint, I'm very active in, the communication from all the phases of the game, all three phases, and so there's going to be plays out there that, that I can call. There's going to be plays out there Coach P's calling. There's going to be plays out there that certainly are just kind of automatic calls for us.
But Matt, the preponderance of the plays today, you had the play sheet, you're covering your mouth when you're talking to whoever, Paul wasn't talking to the microphone much,
Yeah, for me, again, I try to remember to cover my mouth as much as possible when I talk, because I knew those cameras from that standpoint. I have actually 4 different lines that I'm clicked into, so from that aspect of it, there's a lot of people that I'm talking to from that standpoint.
Percentage-wise, how much
I don't know. I'm not going to get into that stuff. It doesn't, again, I'm not really going to get into the details of all that stuff. It changes week by week.
Driscoll, the 3 turnovers, obviously that's got to be pretty disappointing. He's been pretty good about taking care of the football, minus the ones that got disappointed.
Yeah. Again, I think turnovers in general, no one's excited about those. No one's happy about that stuff. So we got to do a good job with the ball from that standpoint. But even if we're, running the ball, we can't have it stripped out either. And look, when those plays happen, we got to go out on the other side of the ball and we got to try to get it back too. We just can't give opponents extra possessions from that standpoint. Just really, it makes the game really hard.
Your coverage units have been so good this year. I don't know if you got a chance to look at the breakdown at the half, but do you have any sense of what went wrong on that particular kickoff return?
On the one they scored on?
Yeah.
Looking at the pictures for us, we didn't execute our lanes well enough on that. It looks like when he kind of bobbled the catch, we maybe got out a little bit, distorted there a little bit with our coverage. And he's a dynamic returner. He kind of set some guys up and then was able to kind of dip in and dip back out. But I think the initial kind of juggling of the catch there to start kind of threw our guys off a little bit.
How much does the cohesion on those units change up when you are switching up between Sam and Matt?
Yeah, I think from a kick standpoint, that's not really, the kicks are the kicks, I think, but there are some coverage change-ups in there, some guys that rotate in and out or have rotated in and out or did this week too, so that's always something that you're concerned about. It's a defensive play, so, again, with defense, the more consistent you can be with those guys out there, the better.
Is there anything in particular you see just not being able to get late stops defensively, stops not this team in particular, and then late in the clutch, just for some reason can't get anything you see in particular?
Again, give them credit for making some plays in those situations where, they made plays today. I think we obviously, go back and take a look at it and see, if there's different things we could have done. Certainly the execution, and obviously there's going to be things out there that wish we had put them in different situations to try to help them out from that standpoint too. So, but right now, just give Washington credit for being able to make some plays.
This might be a basic question, but how do you explain what's happened this season? All of a sudden, we're going to be all in.
Yeah, I don't really think we can get into all that kind of summary on all that stuff right now. We're 30 seconds out of coming off the field for this game, and we'll go back and take a look at that and see what this game is. And we definitely know that there's some things that we talked about earlier in the week, as we kind of mentioned, that are just, giving us issues that we got to really, within each game, we got to eliminate, because they're causing us a lot of issues and really putting us off track and making it really difficult from that standpoint. And those are the things that we got to really we got to eliminate.
There are going to be a lot of questions about your job security this week going forward. How do you answer those? Do you still feel like the team is fighting
I definitely think the team's fighting. I think we're working really hard. I think everybody's out there playing very hard. I think you see that, even through the different lineup changes that we've had and the different guys that we had out in the field, whether it's injuries or whatever it may be. I think everybody that goes out there goes out and tries to compete at a really high level and steps up and is trying to do their job. Certainly, we obviously got to do it better from that standpoint to try to, turn the tables here on the win-loss. And for us, we know we're in a lot of close games, and we're real close on all these things. And I think everybody's going to have the same sort of, frustration of not being able to close them out or finish it or whatever it is. But, the good thing for the group is that they really do work hard and they kind of go back at it. So we got a short week. We don't got a lot of time to worry about a lot of things here other than getting the mistakes fixed and then trying to get ready for the Bears. So it's a little bit unique in that situation for us this week.
With Melvin out, you turned to Oruwariye. I know he didn't have a whole lot of work. I don't know what you could say about his performance without seeing the film, but what went, I guess, to the decision to give him that start?
I think we were close with him before he kind of got, off track, maybe with a little bit of an injury, and kind of we didn't have him for a while, and just slowly been building back into some of the package that we were doing. Had confidence with him this week that, he felt good about his assignment in those situations, and he's really, a lot of those guys, Mike Ford and Imani, those guys are ready to go based on what happens during the game. So wound up being a situation real late in the week where we had to make a switch, and because of Rashawn, and I just felt he was prepared.
You mentioned you've been taking a look back at how you're coaching some of these things that keep popping up. I mean, do you have a sense for how to fix these isures that you've had time and again, or is it just messages again? I mean, what's
I think some of it too, again, like even just with the, we spent a lot of time here with some of the penalty stuff, and just really understanding in certain situations if we're almost, got to know when that particular play is over and we can't, get that extra pull or that extra push or that extra grab or whatever it might be, and just understanding that there's going to be times where, we can't do those things and cost us bigger plays, from that situation. So just trying to keep emphasizing those points, from those things, and coaching the techniques so that we don't get in a situation where we're, called for penalties. And certainly the ones that happen before the snap, those are the ones that, hurt you the most. Those are the ones that are got to be better.
You mentioned last year about how you just weren't used to losing. It's something that's completely foreign to you. I imagine that never wears off.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, when you do lose 7 and 8, 4 in a row, how are you taking this personally? What's the level of frustration?
I think for me, I absolutely hate losing. I'm a super competitive person. Can't stand it. Gets me, and then like everybody, like all of us, you have to turn it around and just get ready for the next one. So you can't really stay in that mode too long. You just got to keep working harder, try to get better, and try to fix it. So for us, especially this week, there's not a lot of time to stay in this mode. We're gonna have to flip the page here real quick and try to get ready for the Bears.
How about the Scarborough fumble? Do you think his momentum is in progress or stopped?
Yeah, I didn't hear any whistle on the play, so just obviously I saw the ball come out at that point. It was a pile up, so that's kind of all I saw.
Last question.
Coach, can you talk about what Scarborough meant to the team since you moved them up? Like you talked about his development.
Yeah, I think he's done a great job with his opportunity. I think he's learning the offense. I think he's running hard. I think he gives us an element of toughness downhill from that standpoint. It means a lot to him. He cares, and it's important. So from that aspect of it, he's trying to do everything he can to help us, and he's trying to get better. And so I appreciate that as a coach. Someone that goes out and he works really hard. So from that aspect of it, really good. Got to try to eliminate some of the mistakes and go forward from there. But he's definitely, from that aspect of it, trying to do everything we're asking. Okay. All right, appreciate it.
Quarterback next, guys.